Hi everyone, my name is Giuliano. In today's video, I'll show you how you can customize forms in SharePoint Lists. We will see how you can change and customize the header by adding a logo or change the color and the font of the title. You can change even the body by adding or hiding sections. And lastly, you can change the footer by adding a link, for example. Okay, let's move forward and I'll show you every step. I am in office.com and I am logged in one of my Office 365 tenant. My goal here is to change the layout of a form for a specific list that I already created and I will open through Microsoft Lists. In order to do that, I will go over the classic icon Lists. Clicking on it, this will open a new tab in the browser and I have now Microsoft Lists with all my lists created. I want to open this list asset manager for the global HR team. Okay, let's go. This is the list that I created. I have just 4 items here. Now, if I click on one item, we can see the classic form available here in order to view every detail related to this list item. If I click on edit all, I can edit this field and I can, scrolling down, see all fields available for this list item. Then below I have save and cancel. Now I want to change a little bit the layout of this form. How I can do that? Before jumping on every step, I want to open a document that I have here in the tab. Okay, here we go. We have this long URL. Don't worry, I will add it to the description of this video. Okay, this document is very important because explain you how you can get started in order to change the layout of a form. Now I want to focus on a specific content here, which is this paragraph, and explain that you can change the header, the body and the footer of a form. Now scrolling a little bit down, we have a preview image how it looks like this header. We have an icon and then we have this nice title here. So all you need to do is just copy this JSON code snippet. Don't worry, you don't need to be a web developer. You have just to change the right content. It's very easy to adapt this JSON code snippet to your needs. I will show you in a bit. Okay, then scrolling a little bit down, we have configure custom footer. This shows you how you can add, for example, a link in the footer. In this example, we have a very nice sample because here we have this URL. There is a static part and then we have a dynamic part. So this is pretty cool because for this specific item, there is a person as a field in this list item. So what you can do here is click on the link and jump directly on the contact details in Outlook of the person which is mentioned in the item. So this is very, very cool. Now going again at the bottom, we have other sample how you can create sections in the body. In this case, we have details and application, and then you can adjust fields in the right section. Okay, now let's go with the demo and I'll copy now this JSON code snippet and I will apply this sample to my form. Okay, let me click now on the copy button here and let me go back to the previous tab. Here we go on my list asset manager. Now how I can change the layout of my form. All I need to do is just open one item of this list. I will open this first one. Then on the right, I have this icon available. Let's click on it and I have in this drop down 3 options: edit columns, configure layout, and customize with power-ups. Now we will use JSON to change the form, so then we have to select this second option, configure layout. Let me click on it. Header is selected by default, but if I click on the drop down, I am able to change body or footer, for example. But let's stay focused on header. Now I will paste in this field the JSON code snippet that I copied before. And here we go, now this area is filled out. Don't worry again, you don't need to be a web developer to change the layout of this form. I want to just give you a little explanation, which is this JSON code snippet. So basically, SharePoint is able to read this JSON and to apply your changes by creating HTML elements in the page. If you have a look on every property here, we can see that there is type. This is element type, and here we have a div. So basically we have all divs here in order to have the icon and the title. Okay, all you need to do now to change icon, for example, is just go through this element in the attributes of this div, and here we have group. This is the icon name. Now I want to change this icon. I'll show you now an easy way where you can choose an icon. I have another tab here opened in the browser. Let's click on this. And this dropped me in the Fluent UI website. What is Fluent UI? Fluent UI is a front-end framework used by Microsoft for the user interface of Office 365. Now, in order to access to the icons catalog, I have to click on the menu here, Styles. Then I have to expand this menu item, Iconography. Here I can get access to the Fluent UI icons page. Now here there are all details if you want to implement this front-end framework in your custom web application, but we want to just select an icon here. Okay, let's click in the search icon, and just to give you an example here, if I type Teams, we can see all Office 365 icon of Teams. Now if I remove this text and if I type device just to stay in theme of my SharePoint list, I want to select now this device too. Let me go back now to my Microsoft list. And here we go. Now I will paste here in the icon name this text that I already copied, device 2. Now, if I click on preview, we can see that this icon appear. So it's pretty cool. And the text also in the title is applied. We have contact details for Surface Laptop 3. Now, going specifically in this title, I go here, and here we have this div element and we have txt content. So here we have contact details for, and then we have this variable title. So this is the title of my list item. Now I will remove contact because here I want to type product details for, and the title of my list item. Perfect. Now if I click on preview, we can see that now the text is changed. We have product details for Surface Laptop 3 and the icon is changed again. I'll show you now that if I change the title of the icon name, this change accordingly. So let's type in devices 3, for example. Let's click on preview, and now the icon is changed, as you can see. But let me select again the devices 2 because I like much more. If you have CSS knowledge, you can do more. For example, here I can add another attribute in the style, background color orange. If I click now on preview, we can see that now the color, the background color of the header change accordingly. Okay, let me remove this one because I want to stay soft. So click on preview, and now the change is applied. I will click on save to confirm my change. It's time to focus on the body now. Then let me click on the drop down and let me select body. It's now empty, of course. Switching now on the next tab that I have here of the documentation, I'm able scrolling down to go on the body section. And here I will copy now this code snippet. Then going back to the list, I will paste now the code that I just copied. Okay, here we go, it's now available. So if I click now on preview, we can see that nothing happens. So we have to adjust something here. First of all, I have to remove comments here. In fact, these comments and this other generate this error. Please enter valid JSON. Okay, let me remove now this comment, and I'll do the same for this second one. I have other comments here. Okay, I removed now all comments. If I click on preview now, I have now something that changed here. So as you can see here, I have fields arranged in columns, but I want to assign now a display name to every section. For the moment, I have 2 sections, as you can see here. Okay, let me type in the display name of the first section. This will be product, and the second one will be details. Okay, let me click on preview just to see that now we have two sections created here, product and details. Now, what I want to do is rearrange the field. I want to bring on top the device photo, and I want to bring also the asset tag. This part it's very easy. Going again on my JSON, I have this property fields. I have now to insert the title and the name of my fields. As I said, I want to add asset tag, and then I will insert comma and double quote, I will insert device photo. Here we go. All good. If I click again on preview now, we can see that these two fields are rearranged under the section product. So now the other fields are automatically added under details because I have not specified nothing here. And this is very easy to handle because the last section doesn't need to specify which fields you want to arrange there. This is very, very easy. Moving forward, we have the footer to adjust. Let's click on the drop down and then footer. Going again on the next and scrolling a little bit over, I have now this JSON code snippet to copy. Let's click on copy and let me go back to my Microsoft list. And here I can paste now this JSON code snippet. I have to adjust something here. For example, we have an hyperlink here, and the text of this hyperlink is this one, contact details for, and then we have a dynamic value, which is the title of the list item. Now I have to change this one. I will add about our products. So here we go. I have to remove this equal and this single quote. Okay, then I want to change the link to open when the user go over this hyperlink. Then I will remove this one and I will add my home communication site. Okay, all good. Theoretically, I can click on preview and now we should see this hyperlink available. Here we go in the footer. So now I can save all changes that I made. Okay, let's see in action now this form. I can close this panel and now I can click on any other item of this list, for example, Surface Pro. And here we go. I have my header modified. I have the icon with the title. Then I have this first section in the body product. Then I have details with all other fields. I can change easily any field here. And then at bottom, I have in the footer this hyperlink. If I click on it, I will jump directly in my home communication site. Okay, that was a quick tutorial how you can change and customize forms in SharePoint lists. If you enjoyed the video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to stay tuned with my next videos. Put a comment down below if you want to see me cover any other topics in the future. This is exactly how I build my to-do list for my next videos. I hope to see you next time. Bye!